We're going back 20 years and we're going to re-simulate the 2005 college football season. We're going to do this on NCAA football '06. So yeah, it's the off season. We're not ready to start our 2025 simulations just yet. And I thought this might be something fun to do. We just finished our 64 team tournament. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. But yeah, we're going to go back to NCAA football '06, which was the 2005 season. And we're going to simulate the entire season. We're going to see, what could have happened potentially that season, with no injuries, because we're going to have injuries turns off, things like that. I don't know if there's going to be, I don't know if you guys are going to enjoy this or not. I don't know if this is going to work or not. This could be a terrible idea, but we're going to try it out. So I'd love to get your feedback. Let me know if you guys are excited about this, if you think this is something cool, or if you think it's stupid and I should just not do it. Either way, I'm going to do it, but if there's not a lot of positive engagement, if there are not many views, we're going to zip through it really quickly. We're just going to show probably the top 2 games each week, and this will be over really quick. But if you guys are enjoying this, if you want to see this, we'll show all the big games, all the power conference games, and we'll simulate the entire season. We will have community posts to keep you updated on the standings, the top 25, the Heisman watch, all of that, because we will be doing this in Dynasty mode. So we'll do this inside Dynasty mode, and that way everything will be kept up with, all the stats, all of that. So yeah, we're going back to 2005, great college football season. Just to give you a quick reminder, we're going to go through some of the top teams, some of the top players here as we get ready to kick off our Dynasty. There will be a game tonight. So there was like a week 0 game that year between Arizona State and Temple. That's week 1 on the game. So we're going to do that game tonight just to kick things off. And then tomorrow we will jump into week 2. And it'll probably be like a week. Each week will probably take about a week if we do all the games or all the main games. Again, if there's not many views on this, if you guys don't want to see it, then we'll speed it up and we'll do it a lot quicker. But let's look back at that 2005 season. Let's start off by looking at the preseason top 25. So we'll go to the AP poll from that season. Of course, this was the season that USC and Texas played in that classic national championship game. You can see the Sports Illustrated, or actually the Athlon Sports cover there. USC, the preseason favorite, the preseason top number 1 team. So you got Texas, Tennessee was up there, Iowa, Michigan, Oklahoma. A lot of these teams did not finish in the top 10. Ohio State, Florida, LSU at 9, Miami at number 10, Florida State 11, Virginia Tech at 12, Louisville at 13, Arizona State 14, Georgia 15, number 16 Texas A&M, Purdue 17, Auburn at 18, number 19 Fresno State, Boise State at 20, Georgia Tech 21, Boston College 22, Virginia 23, Cal 24, and Texas Tech rounding out the top 25 at number 25. So that was the AP poll. Here's the Heisman watch in the preseason. We got Matt Leinart as the favorite, then Adrian Peterson of Oklahoma, Reggie Bush, so 2 USC players in there, Vince Young, and also Ted Ginn from Ohio State. So those are your top 5 Heisman favorites. Let's go now to the preseason All-Americans, and we'll take a look at this list. So you got Matt Leinart and Reggie Bush at quarterback and running back. We'll just kind of quickly scroll through this so you can see the top players. Some interesting names here, of course. 20 years ago, that was a long time ago, and there are probably some people watching this video who were not even alive yet. I remember 2005 pretty well. So yeah, to me it was a long time ago, but it doesn't seem like it was that. It doesn't seem like it was 20 years ago. As we go through all the first team players, now let's go look at the second team players. How about Charlie Whitehurst? Actually, that was the ACC. So Omar Jacobs, I don't remember Omar Jacobs. We had D'Angelo Williams, Calvin Johnson of Georgia Tech as a sophomore was an All-American. Hopefully these rosters are correct. They did the rosters back then, and then you just had to name the players. I don't know. There could be, maybe there's something in there that's not totally accurate. I don't know. But again, this is what we had for that season. So we're simulating what could have been. I'm sure a lot of players did not live up to the hype. A lot of players, probably surprised and came out of nowhere. So it'll be a different season than what we got in real life. Obviously, we'll see how much different. Let's just look at some of the top players. Some of the top quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, because those are the guys you probably will remember. So yeah, I'm just randomly controlling Ball State in this dynasty. So you got Matt Leinart, Omar Jacobs, Vince Young was right there, the number 3 quarterback, Brad Smith, Brad Gradkowski, Reggie McNeil, Tyler Palco from Pitt, Drew Tate, Iowa, Kellen Clemens, Oregon, Chris Leak at Florida, DJ Shockley at Georgia. There's Charlie Whitehurst, Jared Zambransky of Boise State, and there's Jay Cutler, Chad Henne. So a lot of names that, again, if you were around back then, you will remember. At running back, Reggie Bush, D'Angelo Williams, Adrian Peterson, Dontrell Moore, Lawrence Maroney, Lindell White. Of course, USC had the 1-2 punch at running back. Leon Washington, Florida State. Who else we got here? Maurice Jones-Drew of UCLA. So a lot of great players back in 2005. There's Ali Broussard of LSU. Let's go now to the wide receivers, as a lot of Group of 5 players had really high ratings. That was surprising. There's Mike Hart of Michigan. That surprised me, seeing so many Group of 5 players with such high ratings. So then you go to all the top receivers. You got Derek Hagan. Yeah, a lot of these, Santonio Holmes there. A lot of these receivers I don't remember. Of course, there's Calvin Johnson, Greg Jennings. So we'll see which players have great seasons, see how it all plays out. I'm excited about this, and again, the response I get from all of you will determine how many games, how much of this I'm going to do, because I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to show a ton of games when they're getting like 20 views. So this is all going to be dependent on you guys, your feedback. So if you want to watch this series, if you want to see a lot of games, make sure you're liking the videos. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Do all of those things, and hopefully this will be a lot of fun. And lastly, just give me your predictions. Who do you think is going to play in the national championship? Let me know down in the comments below.